Never been married. I've been engaged 4 times. And I never walked down the aisle because it turned out that they were just little boys. You know, one was a mama's boy. The other one turned mean. No, he wasn't abusive to me. He was just negative. You know, I would be, well, here we are in the S550. You know, I live, child. I enjoy my success. You know, I'm laid back. You know, the big house, big car. It was all I wanted, so I got it. You dream it, you can get it. So I got it. But anyway, so here we are. We're both young. He's beautiful. He's handsome. I'm cute. No, I'm cute, rich, famous, bitch. I love myself. Anyway, so we all of that. Black couple. You know, I'm with black men. But anyway, so listen to me. Here's the example of some shit you got to get out of your life. Now, I walk in joy. Y'all looking at me. I love life. I love trees. I can name every tree out there. Every flower, every blade of grass, every grain of sand. I love life. I love this planet. I was going to pay to go to space just so I can look down on this bitch. I love being alive. When you spend 33 years under the covers in dark room, you don't fuck around when you get free. You live. Ah, God, you live. Here's the example of why I had to get rid of him. We're driving down the car, driving on a big car. Life is great. And I come up on an Australian tree that I know is extinct. Mm-hmm. But it blooms pink. They're a fucking pink tree. Of course I'm going to acknowledge it. Mm-hmm. So we're driving and I go, oh, that's a pretty tree. Him. You say that about every tree. I was like, well, nigga, you gotta go. The fuck is wrong?
Calm down, not Jennifer Lewis, man, who I thought was going to be one of the good ones. And I'm not even going to say that she is one of your bad ones just by listening to this. I still feel like, you know, she is one of your sisters that's going to hold herself, you know, to a higher standard, right? Because a lot of your sisters, they don't. Let's just be honest, they don't, right? When it comes down to picking men, when it comes down to how they dress, when it comes down to the behavior, when it comes down to just making decisions in life, they're just not it, right? But when you see what she said, I mean, number one, she got engaged 4 times. Shout out to Kevin Samuels because he says a lot of your sisters are the most engaged, right? If it comes down to it, your sisters will be the most engaged. They love to get engaged and never go through with it, right? It's wild, but you've been engaged 4 times. And then on top of that, you said the first one was a mama's boy. But I mean, from what it sounds like, number one, you said you got engaged 4 times. And then you said the first one was a mama's boy. And then the second one, you said he was very aggressive, very mean. So then when you kind of listen to how she actually explains why that never really worked. And she said a lot of them are boys. All of them were pretty much boys. And to me personally, I would not be able to believe that. I cannot believe that. There's no way in hell you gonna tell me that every last dude that you picked was just some boys, right? Was just some guys, man, who didn't know how to have fun, who didn't want to take life seriously. Stop it, right? Stop it, man. I think she ended up getting some guys who were saying, okay, well, hey, listen, we need to be serious about some of this stuff now. I get it, you want to go out and go travel, but it is okay to just stay in the house at times. Once again, your women love to travel, men don't. So, you know, a lot of your men are going to find peace just sitting at home watching TV, watching movies all damn day with the woman, right? But no, she wants to go out and wants to go have fun. As you can hear, she's like, I mean, it just sounds like he's just so negative. So it sounds like you were just constantly going out, constantly doing stuff, constantly just being free, right? Which, I mean, you have the stability for it, but you're constantly going out and being free. And it sounds like these men were just saying, you need to slow it down, become more of a traditional woman, become more of a submissive woman. Not saying that she wasn't, but become more of an at-home woman. Let's have all our fun at home. But you want to go out here, be flashy, be this, be that. And I'm just honestly thinking these guys were trying to live a different lifestyle than she was living. Right? She wanted to go out, have fun, be free. You know, as she said, I want to live my life, right? I want to have fun and live my life. And it seems that is what a lot of your women focus on when they're young. They just want to go out and go have fun. And then once they get older, they want to settle down. After they already been ran through, after they done sat over here, had all of these damn kids, then dealt with all of these older men and traveled the world. Then when you get older, you want to settle down. Like it doesn't work that way. Now, in her situation, I also think because she was able to make a lot of this money, she was able to kind of leverage it over this guy in a sense. And what I mean by leverage it is a guy is probably going to be like, okay, well, listen, I get it. You have this type of lifestyle, a lifestyle I'm not going to be able to provide for you. You're expecting me to keep up with you because now you're going to be paying for me. Let's just be honest. She's going to be paying for a lot of these guys meals and all of this good stuff. And we also need to figure out who she was, getting engaged to, right? Because she was getting engaged to some other celebrities, that probably wouldn't be as much of an issue. But it just sounds like she was dealing with some guys, man, who weren't of status, who was just some regular guys who wouldn't even be able to provide her the lifestyle that she's able to provide for herself. To some degree, that's going to bother men. I'm just being honest with you. It's going to bother some men. And when you're constantly moving, you're constantly going out, you're constantly traveling, that dude can't keep up. That dude can't keep up. So I could just only imagine a dude is saying, man, you need to chill out. Let's just chill out at the crib. And she probably didn't want to give up power as well. She's like, man, listen, I'm making all of this money. I'm at the top of my game. Who are you to tell me what to do? Who are you to tell me how to run my money? Once again, it's her money. But this is why a lot of your men say, don't deal with your women who are career driven. Do not deal with your women who are career driven. I'm pretty sure definitely at those times that she was engaged, she was career driven, right? She was career driven. And I'm not putting anything past her because once again, she is one of the best in the game. She is one of the best in the game. I love her, right? But it's just sad, man, that she just falls in the category amongst all your other sisters who've been engaged. And it's bad advice. I mean, it's just really bad advice because all she's saying is, I want to live. That's what all your women say today. Look at the parallel. Look at your women today. And that's in their 20s and their 30s. They want to go out and go have fun, go live their life. Oh, I'm young. I want to do this. I want to do that. But it's like, once again, women don't understand nobody has ever told a woman, right? From the way women are acting today, it seems like nobody ever told women you need to sacrifice your 20s to be able to get what you want in your 30s and 40s. Like I said, that's probably what the guy was doing. All them guys that she was probably engaged to, or at least the first two, they're trying to establish themselves, but you've already established yourself. You got tons of money. They ain't going to be able to travel everywhere you go. They ain't going to be able to do or live the lifestyle that you have, right? And at some point in time, you're going to get bogged down because you're like, man, hold on, man. Why is it every time we go out, I'm always paying for you? Like, come on, bro. Like, let's just be honest here. I'm pretty sure that's what them guys are going to be like, man, hold on, bro. I don't want to be that dude. I don't want to be that guy. And once again, your sisters will eat this up. Your sisters will say, yes, oh, yes, she lived her life. Yes, that's what we want. We don't want no controlling man. We don't want no man this. We don't want no man that. When men are there to give you structure, maybe your man that you were engaged to is trying to have some structure and some boundaries in a relationship. Maybe like, man, look, I get it. You got the money. You trying to have fun, but dog, you got to relax. It's okay with sitting at home for a couple of months. It's okay. I mean, you're obviously out here traveling and doing these acting gigs. Like when it's time to chill, let's just chill. We don't need to be traveling and all of this extra stuff. Right, because once again, you're going to be doing it on your dime, and it's going to get tiring. But once again, you look at the parallel. A lot of your women eat it up. Oh yes, facts is. Yes, these men are always trying to bring it down. This, that, and the third. Like I said, women will eat that up all day. Women will eat that type of mindset up all day. But when you look at Phylicia Rashad, who is pretty much going to be saying something very different. Now, I'll be honest with you, she's going to be saying something very different. Your woman will sit here and bash her for that. They will bash this woman when she's just simply saying, hey, y'all women have to kind of carry yourselves a little bit better.
And I don't mean to be critical, and I hope young ladies listening don't take this as personal criticism, because I don't mean it that way. Mm-hmm. But you're young queens on a college campus, young women dressed in strips of clothing. Mm-hmm. And you'd correct me if I'm wrong, sir. Mm-hmm. No man wants his woman to be out like that.
Okay, I had to make a follow-up video because a lot of y'all keep saying I'm missing Phylicia Rashad's point, but no, y'all are actually missing my point. Y'all think my video is a rebuttal against her saying that young women need to dress more appropriately, and that's not what that is. I clearly said, why did she censor that around men? She specifically said when she's on the college campus, she sees the way these young girls dress. First of all, these young women, we're going to say they're around 18 to 25 years old. She's talking about the way that they dress. Okay, that's fine. Older women, they've been talking about the way younger women dress for years. Who knows? I might get older and start talking about the way these young girls dress as well. My thing is, why are you telling 18 to 25-year-old women that are in college that the most important reason why they should be dressing more appropriately is because of a man? These aren't married women. For y'all people in the comments that keep saying a man and a woman, These aren't married people. These are young college-aged women.
Jennifer Lewis is kind of telling women, hey, man, listen, you need to prioritize yourself and prioritize your fun. Forget these men who are trying to create structure. No, when you got that money, prioritize yourself. And this is why men tell other men, do not deal with women who are career driven. You deal with women who are career driven, this is the shit that you're going to run into. But women eat it up all day. But women will trash Phylicia Rashad. But guess what, though? They will sit here and turn on Dr. Bryant, this imposter, this chick man who claims to be a doctor, but she really ain't. Look at some of the stuff that she says. She's been down the aisle, right? I believe she said she's been engaged numerous of times, but she just couldn't even tie the knot.
There's been 4 times that you almost went down the altar.
I almost went down.
Yeah. Why hasn't it worked? And whose fault is it? Because you've been talking about accountability. You've been talking about high functioning, and you literally told me in my situation, because of the type of high functioning and low functioning people I'm choosing.
Yep.
Why hasn't it worked for you?
For the first few, I was low functioning and I was still in my healing journey. And so I law of attracted low functioning.
That happened all 4 or just the first?
The first, I would say like the first 2 or 3.
2, okay.
Definitely low functioning of myself.
How were you low functioning that found things that where you thought this was your match, this was your person, and then it still didn't go through because you were low functioning?
I take accountability. It was my fault because I knew all of them were not my person. And so this is why I say it's not their fault, because these men wasn't no infidelity. You know, they weren't beating on me. I attract good men, but I wasn't in the space of being ready to marry them. But I needed them to be good for me, Nick, because I needed.
But she can sit here and act like and sound like she knows what she's talking about, trying to hold somebody like Cam Newton accountable, somebody like Nick Cannon accountable. But yet, when we look at you, she lives an opulent lifestyle. I mean, she even had a video pretty much saying the exact same thing Jennifer Lewis is saying. Care about yourself, honey. Care about yourself. And it's like, once again, these are some of the examples that we try to keep away from our sisters. And I hate to say it about Jennifer Lewis, but with that type of mindset, it's only giving the wrong message. It's only giving the wrong message at the end of the day. I mean, you have a chick who was able to pretty much break down why your older men don't deal with older women, don't deal with women their age. And prime examples because of reasons like this.
A lot of older men were going after younger women. I was a product of that. It was like a year where it was like 45s and 50s trying to date me, and I was so confused. But then I got an older friend who was 42, and he specifically said, it's hard to date women around our age or your age because they talk too much or they don't understand the value of family or love. They're so focused on, I gotta have this, I gotta have that, I can have my own this, that they don't give them the position to really truly love them.
Right. And lead them.
And he said that once we are successful, like as men, we really don't care. Like we just want a mate, we want a partner. So once he educated me that in that sense, I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
So sadly, the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. We're going to constantly keep seeing all of these examples while all of your sisters want to go ahead and worry about their career first, want to put their career over their family and their man, want to freaking squander their youth, but then turn around and when they get of age, when they get 30, when they get 40 and their man don't want to date them, the men that their peers don't want to date them, they then want to say, hey, well, you know what, man, it's the system. Hey, well, these older men are this, these older men are predators. They just want to deal with younger women because of this, younger women because of that, because they can't deal with an older woman. No, we don't want to deal with a woman, man, who is stuck in her ways, who want to do what she wants to do. Right. And this obviously Jennifer Lewis never had any structure when it came down to a man. And I'm assuming when a man did try to apply some structure, she's saying, no, I'm not going to do that. And the reason being is because guess what? I dream to have a car. I dream to be able to have a free lifestyle. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm not going to let no man tell me otherwise. And it's like, once again, man, you can still live a decent life. You can still live a good life. But you're going to have a man and a man is going to override all of that. I'm going to just be honest with you. I'm being honest with you. A man is going to override all your dreams and aspirations and whatnot, unless if he plans on sitting there helping, supporting it. And some guys are going to do it. And I'm pretty sure any man who was dating her was going to support her lifestyle. Well, not support her lifestyle, but support her dreams. But it's like, okay, we're still going to have to put some structure around it. Period. That's what men are there for. But I mean, hey, man, look, guys, y'all do me a huge favor. Let me a like, let me comment, subscribe to the channel. Y'all let me know down below. What do y'all think?